As an ambitious ultramarathon runner, we all ask the same question. Does ultra running destroy your long-term health?
Oh, my legs don't work.
Because in reality, we want to avoid having broken feet in our 40s and still be able to run ultras into our 80s. And in this video, I give you the actionable tips to make this happen. Okay, so I broke this video down into 3 parts. The positives of ultra running, the negatives of ultra running, and what we can do to enhance the positives and minus the negatives. If I were to boil down the physical positives of ultra running, it's basically a cheat code for health. Let me ask you this. If you could take a pill that could give you a stronger heart, greater endurance, lower risks of deadly diseases, gives you a longer lifespan, and it produces more energy in your body, you would take that pill in a heartbeat. Haha, get it? Heartbeat? Don't kill me. But running does all of this for you, and you feel it. And the physical benefits don't just stop there, but it continues into many other aspects of your life, including your mental. All these physical benefits are great, and quote, like my brother said, when you're walking around fit, you were just on a higher vibrational frequency. But the biggest reason why I run and I feel my best in ultramarathon training is because when I'm out there in nature, I feel so at peace. It is the time of the day where I feel like I can actually think clearly. And personally, I'm a more amped up person. My mind is going. But when I'm out there on the trails, it's one of the few times where I can really sit back and just go. The mental benefits of running almost outweigh the physical ones. With the ability to lower anxiety and depression immensely, literally flow more oxygen to your brain so you can think clearer, and getting out into nature, which straight up produces a happier, stronger you. These are all such strong reasons to get out into the trails and run. But the peace and clarity I get from running is the main reason why I do it. But I'm curious, why do you run? Is it for the mental or physical? And in what ways does it support you? But anyway, all these positives of ultra running do get counteracted by some negatives. Well, at least if you train wrong. What's up, beasts? We are out here on our daily 1 mile that we have been doing since we completed our 100-mile race. And there definitely are some negatives to ultra running, which pretty much all can be avoided if you train the right way. But sometimes the ambition, the drive, the feel-goodness of running can cause you to push through any overuse injuries and just keep compounding those effects. One of the biggest negatives of ultra marathon running is the overuse injuries you put yourself at risk to. For example, when I was training for a half marathon and in my high school lacrosse season, my knees were being overused and I could feel it for sure. And ultra running has the potential to put too much load on your body, like when I was overtraining, which could definitely lead to injury. Ultra running is also not the most optimal way to train for overall health because of the muscle loss and hormone disruption that may happen as a side effect. So if you're going for perfect health, there's definitely better ways to train. But all these risks are manageable for ultra endurance athletes. Alright, 1 mile daily run done. But I want to preface the effects of this negative way of training by saying pretty much all of it can be avoided. And if you want to become the best ultramarathon runner in the world, you might have to sacrifice a little bit of muscle mass. But if the goal is just to train to become as much of a beast as possible and stay healthy and feel healthy, a way you can pretty much mitigate all of these things, I believe, is to take an off season, and during that off season strength train. And for me personally, strength training will pretty much eliminate the muscle loss, the hormone disruptions, and lower that risk of injury as well. So just watch out for these overuse injuries, any muscle loss, and low energy / whack mood due to hormone disruption. But I'm curious, what are some ways you can mitigate the negative effects of ultra running and produce more positive ones? The way I implement all these things is track my weight to make sure I'm fueling enough, and doing specific mobility, leg and knee workouts keep my body strong, so I really don't have to deal with that injury aspect of it. Sleep, give or take, you know, when you're 19 years old, it really doesn't matter that much. You can kind of train off 2 hours of sleep and be fine. But I do live by slowly ramping up volume, because I've had experiences where I've done too much and I'm just so fatigued all the time, can't hit good workouts, my knees start to hurt, and doing too much I think is more of a risk than doing too little, because that's where that injury prone comes in, and you'll burn out physically and mentally if you do it that way. And one other negative that I have the most trouble avoiding is allowing it not to consume me, because when I see a goal I think, okay, I need to get here. Anything that gets in the way of me getting here fear is a distraction. That mindset harms me, so you gotta be careful. Yeah, you really do. Because ultra running can for sure take over your life. But the positives of an absolutely amazing heart and lungs, producing more overall energy, and phenomenal mental resilience are all great reasons to run. But you need to be aware of the overuse injuries, muscle loss, and screwing up your hormones that come along with ultramarathon running. But if you strength train in your off season and fuel your body properly, this can pretty much all be avoided. Thank you, Beast, so much for watching. And if you want to learn everything that I've learned in the past 3 years of running in under 7 minutes, make sure to check out this video right here. And I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed to spread the mission out to become the healthiest, strongest versions of ourselves so we can make more of an impact on others and serving in the way we can serve. All right, Beasts, keep grinding out there. Let's get it.